How's it going? This year, as everybody knows, everything's pretty well shut down, so there's not going to be much in the way of remembrance services. It's kind of poignant. This year is the 75th, and kind of sad also the fact that we just lost our last World War II veteran just a few days ago. So this year means something just a little bit extra, and I'm hoping I can play the tribute spot on, and I hope you'll all enjoy it, and I hope you'll all take this time to remember, because if anything this year has taught us is we need to remember and learn from our mistakes and pay tribute where it's due. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Also, I hope I can get some of the images and the soldiers that passed away. Some of them were like good close friends. Since moving here, I'd spent a lot of time with them at the 118th Legion here in Canton. And so I'm hoping I can put their pictures in here. And then I'm also hoping that there was a little documentary made by one of the veterans who does a lot of public speaking. He was the last one that passed away just recently, Jack Houston. He was great with all the kids and taught them what they need to know, not, going into details, but taught them what they need to know as far as children do about wars and what we need to do to make sure that never happens again. So I'm hoping we'll put that in here as well. So hope you enjoy. And like I said, wear your poppy with pride and thank a veteran.
the message come to us to get ready to roll, get your packs all packed up and get your vehicles, get to your vehicles and so on. And they moved us then to Breda. And the next morning, we were outside and we were preparing to shave. And of course, there was two little boys in the house. One was about 1.5 years, and the other one was about 2.5 or something like that. Of course, they seen these crazy Canadians burn gasoline, which was rare as hen's teeth over there. And we were burning gasoline to heat up our shaving water. Finally, I heard this strange plane coming. He's coming straight down that fence line, just clipping the treetops. Of course, the first thing I thought of was these two children. So I grabbed one under each arm, and I got around the other side of my half-track, and I was trying to get underneath of it. And just at that time, the mother come running out of the house and hollering about her kinder, the children, kinder. And I told her, kinder, okay, you get in the house. And so away she goes. He got out past it, he got over a big bush, and here's a whole tank brigade in there, and all our artillery. What he must have done is thought to himself, I better get the hell out of here. But while I'm standing there, I look around, there's a bicycle path, maybe half a block away from us or something like that. And I seen this guy coming down that path, and as soon as he spotted me standing there behind everybody, and he recognized my Legion uniform, he come up and he started yelling. And what he was yelling about, Canadians and Soldat, welcome back. That's what he's saying. And I said, you come from around here? He says, no, I come from Breda. Do you know where Breda is? I said, I sure do. I said, I was there on New Year's morning, 45. And he says, my mother told me a wonderful story about Breda. How this Canadian soldier grabbed me and my brother and tried to, and she said underneath a tank. And it wasn't. I was trying to get underneath my half-track, only from the opposite side. And he was coming down the fence line. But to think of all the men that should come and speak to him, it was him.
You must realize there are very, very few veterans around that will talk about it. There's still men that won't talk about it. But if you're going to tell the younger people what it was like, you have to talk about it. You have to. We slept under the stars, we showered with rain, with streets of mud. Yeah. No, it was just everyday life with stress added to it. A whole lot of stress. Some days nothing happened. I mean, we would go all day and not even fire a shot. But then the next day, the first thing in the morning, you'd be in trouble, and from there on in, it would be a hectic day all around. I was bombed twice by our own Air Force. Just out of Falaise, waiting for, after the battle at Falaise, we were waiting for resting. Let's put it this way, we were resting. We saw these planes coming, and we saw the green light where they were supposed to drop their bombs. So, we're fine, we're going to go through without too much problem. That didn't happen. It could have been close. It couldn't have been any closer because I was down in behind the curb in about that much space. And they were hitting the top of the curb and it was coming up through my uniform. We lost 14 men that day. I've done many, many speeches on November the 11th to different branches and different organizations. And my main theme is, please don't forget. There was so much blood shed, shed to gain this freedom we so enjoy. That we should not take it for granted, but it has been taken for granted all along. Now, how do we get the younger generations to think of it? Why they should remember it? Because well, it doesn't mean anything to me now. I mean, we never saw a war. But I just sincerely hope that remembrance is something that will always stay with me.
How amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now